Chairman, Commissioners, we are being live streamed right now. We've got a little under a minute till 5.
Yes, but tell me when it's 5. You said we were less than a minute till 5.
Chairman, Commissioners, it is 5 p.m.
Okay. Call to order for Valencia County Planning and Zoning Commission. Today is Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025. Next item would be the Pledge of Allegiance. Mary Carmen, would you?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have a seat. Have all the commissioners had a chance to look over the agenda?
Yes.
Is there any questions?
No.
I hear no questions. Do I hear a motion?
Move to approve.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on the motion and second? Hearing none, call the vote.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote? Commissioner Moran, how do you vote? Commissioner Aguilar, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes. We're moving right along to item number 4, approval of the August 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission minutes. Have all the commissioners had an opportunity to read them?
Yes.
Is there any
Yes.
questions or comments on those?
No. Nope.
Everything good?
Yep.
Okay, so do we have a motion?
Motion. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on the motion and a second to approve? Hearing none, call the vote.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote? Commissioner Moran, how do you vote? Commissioner Aguilar, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes. Moving right along, staff reports.
Chairman, Commissioners, so last Wednesday, we did have a zone change in front of the Board of County Commissioners, and it was approved with a vote of 3-2. You guys heard this request. It was request zone change number 2025-063 at 10 Annette Court. You did recommend it with a vote of 4-0, recommended for approval. And that was going from RR1 to I2 up near the Conejo transfer station, the old airport runway. So that was approved on last Wednesday. We've had 4 solar field overlay zones that were approved by this commission as well as the BOCC that got selected by the New Mexico Community Solar Program. All 4 of those are currently in development and being built at this time. One of them even will have a ribbon cutting ceremony next Tuesday, as a matter of fact. If any commissioners would like more information about the ribbon cutting, I'd be happy to take any of you as a guest as well. And that'll be next Tuesday. I'll have to get the time if you guys would like that more information. Yes, sir. Mary Carmen, she was selected as Employee of the Month. So congratulations to Mary Carmen. Very deserving. We do have a new code enforcement officer, Crystal Seiss. She's going to be coming over from the detention center next door. She will be starting on Monday, so going to have a full staff again. So looking forward to that. Our department's been helping with the Fall Festival that's going to be coming up. We're going to be having the Fall Fest in the parking lot, the south parking lot on October 30th. And I'll give you guys more details about everything on the next meeting for that. Just wanted to give you the heads up. So that's October 30th in the south parking lot. And also our next meeting for October 28th. This room is going to be used for early voting and vote counting. So I got permission from a fire admin. We'll be just north of here in the fire admin building on October 28th for the next meeting. And I stand for any questions.
Any questions from the commissioners?
No. All good.
Congratulations, Mary Carmen, on that. So, also on the Fall Festival for October 30th. Now, I happen to have been volunteered, and I would think that all the rest of the commissioners might want to volunteer some of their time, effort, expertise, and professionalism to judging on the little kids' outfits when you wear them. So if you have that opportunity where you could come in on the 28th of October, I believe it starts at 5. Am I correct?
That's what they're, yes, sir.
Yes, at 5 p.m., right? So, and then they're gonna have judging and some little games and stuff like that. And so we'll see about that. But if you have the opportunity, and even if you don't want to judge, I'd like to see you and everybody there. Okay? Meeting on October 28th at the Fire Administration Building. Everybody knows where that's gonna be. That's across over there, right? So you can keep that in mind, but I know that our good staff will always remind us because they're great at that. Okay, moving right along. Item number 6, the swearing in of participants. I'm sorry, my microphone wasn't on, but I loud anyway. Okay, so if I can have everybody who's going to be coming up and talking on any of the petitions that are before us, please stand up. If you're here to talk on any of the petitions, you need to stand up and get sworn in or you can't talk. Okay? Yes, sir.
We just want to know what this means.
Can you get that for me? We're just going to take a second, and that way, if he needs to be sworn in, then we can do it all at once. So I apologize for the delay.
We're going to capture 2 of the same stuff. Let's talk real quick. So, please, you have to say what it is. Yeah, that's what somebody fire station. So is somebody actually here or? You own that property with 2 acres. So if you you're for it or against it. Oh. You list the public hearings. Oh. Speak up. Right now. Yeah. Oh.
Okay. So everybody wishing to speak at tonight's meeting is standing up. So raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. All right, excellent. Have a seat. All right, moving right along. Action item 7A, which is a conditional use 2025-075, District 2, P&Z Commissioner Freeman, Board of County Commissioners Richardson.
Chairman, Commissioners, before this evening is the request for conditional use number 2025-075, District 2, Planning and Zoning Commissioner Freeman, Board of County Commissioner Richardson. Joanne Ladisa requests a conditional use home occupation to operate a Reiki energy healing practice facility in conjunction with your principal dwelling. Legal description, subdivision, land of George Faust, Tract D, 1995 revision, map 82, 0.52 acres, C510, aka track 18A1A1, UPC 1010035-075-070 followed by 6 zeros, also known as 15 White House Road, Los Lunas, New Mexico 87031, currently zoned Rural Residential District 2, RR2, and I stand for any questions.
Do we have the petitioner here? Could you come forward, sign in, and state your name for the record?
Joanne Ladisa.
Go
Good
ahead.
evening. Good evening, Chair and members of the commission. My name is Joanne Ladisa, and I live at 15 White House Road in Los Lunas. I'm here today requesting approval for a conditional use home occupation permit to operate a small Reiki business practice from my home. Reiki is a gentle, non-invasive form of energy work that promotes relaxation and wellness. It does not involve massage or physical manipulation, and sessions are quiet, one-on-one, and by appointment only. I've carefully reviewed the Village of Los Lunas and Valencia County home occupation requirements, and I would like to explain how my practice complies with each one. I live full-time at my residence, and the business will remain incidental and secondary to the residential use of my property. The practice will occupy far less than 25% of my home. It will not change its residential appearance. I will not have outside employees, only myself. There will be no exterior signage, storage, or visible evidence of the business. Reiki sessions create no noise, odors, vibrations, or other nuisances. Client visits will be limited to a one-on-one at a time by appointment only, not exceeding 5 clients per week, which is well within the ordinance. I have off-street parking available, so there will be no impact on neighborhood traffic or congestion. Reiki produces no waste materials, and I am in compliance with liquid waste disposal requirements. I also want to clarify that Reiki is not a massage establishment. It is recognized as a form of energy healing and does not fall under the prohibited use listed in the Village Zoning Code. In closing, I want to emphasize that my Reiki practice will be quiet, respectful, and fully compliant with all local ordinances. It will not alter the character of my neighborhood, but will offer a positive wellness service to members of our community. Thank you.
Commissioner?
Thank you for that. What did you say this Reiki is again, please?
It's an energy healing technique. It was created in ancient times by the Japanese, and so it's been around for a long time. It's performed with your clothes fully on, and it's done with light touch, and it helps bring relaxation and can promote healing, and it goes hand in hand with other medical treatments with people's doctors and religion as well. So it's really, there's no harm that could be done from it. And, my goal here is not to have to go to Albuquerque for everything. We don't have a Reiki practice. It's actually not very well known. I've gotten 2 calls this year for Reiki services, and I'm only licensed right now to go practice in someone else's home. And so people aren't normally comfortable with that. They want you to have a space. And it's just doesn't, I don't get enough business to justify going to pay rent somewhere, And then I'm also trying to charge very low or even no charge for people that can't afford it, that would like to try it as an alternative type of treatment for whatever they need, whether it's spiritual, physical, or medical.
I think you answered my second question. You're licensed for it?
I am licensed for it.
I see. And you said are you licensed if it's in your home?
Yes, so I have a certification. I'm a Reiki 2 practitioner. There's only 3 levels. I have a business license for Los Lunas. I just don't have a place to operate my business at this moment. And since, like I said, it's only I've gotten 2 calls this year, I can't justify going to pay a rent somewhere. You know, I'm an artist, and like I said, I also want to just offer it to people if they can't afford to pay, like on my website, I say, you know, you just talk to me, whether we can do a barter or you just give me a donation or whatever it is. If you don't have anything, then you don't have to give me anything. I purely just want to help people. On a personal level, I struggled with depression for 25 years. And when everybody wants to try to push their medications and stuff, that's not right for everybody. To each his own. I started practicing Reiki 3 years ago, and my life has totally transformed. You know, I still might get depressed here and there, but it doesn't linger for months on end. And I'm a happier and better person, and I want to share that with people. I think it's truly an amazing skill, and try to educate people and let them know it's actually here, because a lot of people just don't even know about it.
So you're not going to change the look of your home any at all? No signage and all that type of
It
thing?
would be totally private. It would look like I have a friend coming over for tea or something. I mean,
What state agency regulates you?
there are no state agencies that regulate Reiki at this
I see.
moment,
Okay,
but I do have a certification from a very reputable Reiki master in Albuquerque who's been doing it for 45 years.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next.
Joanne, real quick, you say that it's not massage and it's light touch.
Mhm.
Can you explain what
So-
you mean by light touch?
Right. Okay. So it is done on a massage table, but like I said, you stay fully clothed. And then I would either hover. Some people aren't comfortable with touch. It might be a trigger, depends on the person. So I could also hover about a foot above you. And if not, I would like gently place my fingers on you. Very light pressure, not even a pressure. Because some people, if they have physical ailments, you know, pressure could be really uncomfortable for them. They have to really take into consideration what their limitations are, what they're feeling, what they're comfortable with. But it is just a different type of healing technique that's out there.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
You keep referring to the village of Las Lunas. You have a license for the village, you looked at the village, but you are in the unincorporated area of Valencia County, so your license or your business license needs to be with.
Yeah, well, let's
Chairman,
see.
Commissioners, I could clarify that. So she does have an active current business registration with the county. It currently allows mobile practicing. So like she mentioned, she's allowed to go to somebody's home and practice, but she does not have approval to do this in her home or at a site currently in the unincorporated county. But she is active and up to date with all of her business registrations for the county.
So upon
And if
approval of this, then she would come into the county and get a county
So
license.
then we would renew we would look at her business registration as a home occupation instead. And based on
And
how this goes today, that would change the business.
As long as she's
registration.
not within the village of Los Lunas, borders, she doesn't need a village license.
So you to be aware of that.
But depending upon how this goes right now, she might still want to maintain that license, because if her practice starts growing and then people who are bedridden or incapacitated to the point, they might say, hey, well, can you come and do, and then it provides more opportunity for her. So I would say that she should keep that license as well.
My question is more, the village of Las Lunas license, but her headquarters is her home in the unincorporated area.
Right.
So that license she shouldn't have to bother with the village at all.
No,
Correct, right, so you shouldn't have to go to Las Lunas at all. So when you reference the fact that you looked at the village's requirements on how many people serve during a week or a day, what does our ordinance say?
But it was like 4 a day, 4 times a week. From what I read, I had a hard time finding it, actually.
Very good for you to know. If I case, that limits your clientele.
I know.
Say here that you're only gonna do, probably, it just.
Right, it should be, should be fine. And like I said, I've only gotten 2 calls this year, so
Once the word gets out and once.
hopefully.
So Chairman Commissioners, I don't have that exact number in front of me. I do remember reviewing when her application was submitted and what she proposed as, I believe it was 2
a day.
potentially per day, is under the maximum limitation for what the county allows.
Okay,
So it is underneath the
Is it?
maximum.
Weekday.
That part I would have to confirm as well. I got to double check on that.
10 and maybe.
I was feeling like I was well low within that range at this point. Next year, if it changes, we can revisit and then say, well, the numbers are different now. So right now, it's been very little, like I said, and yeah.
You'll get your positive vibrations out there, I'm sure. I did have Reiki once about 20 years ago, so.
Did you have a good experience with it?
Wonderful.
Good.
Very good.
Commissioners? Anything else?
Thank you very much. I think what we're doing in this day and age,
Again, thank you for coming in. I think in this day and age, we could use a lot more people like you. I have good friends that could really use a lot of therapy as well. And who knows, maybe they'll be knocking at your door. I do have a question. How many people currently reside in your house?
Just me.
Okay, okay.
And
So
2
you're,
two fur babies, so,
gotcha. So your driveway, it shows 50 feet. Is that going to be the width or the length?
I'm not sure. Let's see, I could pull in my car and then it's a double.
Okay.
And can we bring that up,
Park in the
Mr.
garage.
Baca?
And then I park in the garage, so you have the whole pad there and then it's more than a double pad. It's
And it
like-
doesn't sound like you're going to be overwhelmingly busy, but I guess my concern was if you have more than 2 or 3 vehicles, where are these people going to park?
No, it would be my vehicles and a park in the garage, so it would just be 1 extra vehicle for whoever would come for a treatment.
Okay, so you have plenty of parking space in the driveway outside of the street?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, and I keep my property fully gated and locked, so, so that, if someone came, they could also feel like everything's safe. They don't have to worry about their car and,
Okay.
Mr. Baca, could you explain the entrance to the property?
Yes. So
And then I did bring up a picture of my block, just so you could see like the properties around my house. as
Looking
well.
at it right now, if you look up on the screen.
The one I had drawn, oh, okay, yeah. So I have a field across from me, so there's nobody there. And if you go down 47, like towards 47, there's one house on the corner and then there's one other house. Other than that, we have this empty field here, we have this other empty field, and then there's another one here.
But all parking and stuff used for the business would be on your property?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so then we don't need to look at that other stuff.
No, I just wanted you to know, like, I don't have people across the street from me that would be interrupted or,
Well, we have a list of people and they will be given an opportunity to come forward and speak.
okay.
So we kind of know how many people live and who has standing on that. So, but we'll get to that in a little bit,
Okay.
okay?
The clarification for our conditional use, is there a review process that takes place? And is there any kind of renewal process requirement?
So Chairman Commissioners, on this one, because it is specific to a home occupation, there is a 2-year renewal. So that is, as long as what gets approved today, there are no significant changes after 2 years, and she does come and ask to renew that, we can do that as a department, unless this board recommends a different condition on the approval.
I just really wanted her to be aware.
Yeah, so it's
Thank
2 years to renew every 2
Okay.
years, essentially. And Chairman Commissioners, we went and grabbed one of the applications for a business registration. For a home occupation, it is up to 5 clients per day with no more than 1 client per session.
What was that last part? I'm sorry.
No more than one client per session?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Up to 5 a day with no more than one at each session. So it'd have to be a private session
Yes.
and you could only have 5 clients each day.
I would be exhausted if I had 5 clients a day because it's exhausting, actually.
Okay, so I got a couple questions for you.
Sure.
Joanne, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a Japanese technique of healing, spiritual, physical, emotional. Ranking is for energy restorativeness and energy healing, correct?
And
That's
relaxation. Yeah.
relaxation.
It also can help with a lot of side effects you would have from like cancer treatments, high blood pressure. It can help lower your blood pressure. It can help anxiety, stress, even just, we store a lot of trauma in our body throughout our lives and they stay trapped. And so then later on in life, you have a lot of physical manifestations that come out. And so Reiki actually, if you start doing it when you're in optimal health, it actually can just help you stay optimal health for longer periods of time. It's definitely not and it's really on the person that comes to me and what they're open to with their healing. I am just a transmitter. I just create an environment of relaxation. And what Reiki does is it brings your flight or your nervous system down. And when your nervous system comes down, they find that the body actually heals itself. So it's actually the people that do their own healing. I just create an environment that people feel safe and comfortable and relax, and that's where the magic can happen. So
Excellent. So in your letter, there was some parts in it that I read that said that there's going to be no sound,
right.
no disturbances or anything like that for the what you call it, for the public or the neighbors or anything
Right.
like that. But will there are you going to have like sounding stones
I
or
don't do sounding bowls. I don't.
Okay.
It's not my thing. No.
okay? What about incense or?
No, because not everyone can tolerate incense. So
Okay.
I don't burn incense.
So this is just strictly one-on-one.
Meditation. That's all it is.
Okay, meditation. So is there going to be music in the background or anything like that?
Low music in the room that I would be treating.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that low music is going to be kept down to a certain decibel.
Yeah.
You know that offhand, what that decimal?
No, and I used to be a drummer and I should know, but it's been about 10 years.
So would the sound be heard from 15 feet away?
15 feet away? No.
So that's
No.
about, so I'm about 20 feet away from you. So
Right.
would I be able to hear that sound? If you were playing that sound, if you had a client where you're at right
Door
now?
open or closed?
Open. I'm saying, yeah.
Open, yeah, you would hear it, but
Okay.
closed,
So
probably
open door. So could I hear the sound from twice that distance?
no,
No?
no.
Okay, so then,
Because the music has to be relaxing. You wouldn't want to be blasting.
I understand.
Yeah,
I'm only
no, it's, yeah,
stating this for the record.
Right.
Okay. So at 20 feet, you could hear it. At 40 feet, you couldn't hear it. That's with the door open. So with the door closed, you definitely couldn't hear it through a closed door, correct?
you probably could hear it a few feet out from like in the hallway, but I only because I'll put it a little higher because I have dogs and the neighbors have dogs and everybody will start barking. And
So how far out would you hear it through a closed door?
maybe like 10 feet,
Okay.
6 feet. Yeah. My house is not that big, so I'm trying to gauge like from the hallway to the living room.
So how close is your closest neighbor?
Uh,
Their property line.
60 feet, I'm thinking. Next to me. One next to me. From the house, from the property line, they're probably like 40 feet. They actually have a pretty big driveway there. And then there's a neighbor behind me. She's probably about 50 feet.
By your testimony, there would be no way that either of those neighbors would be able to hear
That's
that
correct.
music.
That's correct. They will not be able to hear it.
And no sounding bowls, no incense, no smelly anything.
No.
Okay. I'm done.
You're done?
Mhm.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Okay, Joanne, if you want to have a seat, anybody,
thank
any commissioners, anybody else? Joanne, if you'd like to have a seat, and we'll call you back up in a
Okay,
second.
thank you.
Okay, is there anybody present wishing to step forward and speak in favor of the petitioner? Now's the time that if there's anybody here wishing to come forward and speak in favor of the petitioner, now's the time. Hearing not, is there anybody that wishes to come forward and speak against the petitioner? Now's your chance. If you want to speak against what's going to happen, then please come forward and speak. Hearing nothing. Commissioners?
Seems to me like it's a good idea for the neighborhood. Can I make a motion?
Well, let's have,
We need to discuss.
I think I'm just giving ample opportunity to have discussion. Is there any need for discussion? No. Okay, then no need to discuss. So if you'd like to make a motion.
I'd like to move to approve.
Motion
Second.
to approve with a second. Is there any discussion on the motion with the second? Hearing none, call to vote.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote? Yes. Commissioner Moran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Aguilar, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
And Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes. Joanne, if you want to step back forward real quick. I mean, you don't have to, but so as you can see, there was nobody here in favor of you, but there is nobody here against you. Everything that you testified to is something that we're going to hold you to. It is a conditional use and it passed 5-0. So welcome to owning your own business.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. We wish you the best of luck and we'd
Thank
like to
you.
hear back from you, on how things are going.
You
Okay.
got it.
All right. You have a wonderful day. All right. Moving right along to action item 7B. Zone change 2025-071, District 2, P and Z Commissioner Freeman, Board of County Commissioner Richardson.
Chairman, Commissioners, before you this evening is the request for a zone change number 2025-071, District 2, Planning and Zoning Commissioner Freeman, Board of County Commission Richardson. Jose Luis Zadasola requests a zone change from Rural Residential District 2, RR2, to Rural Residential District 1, RR1, to divide the land into two parcels. Legal description, Tract 9A3, Section 35, Township 7 North, Range 2 East, 2.24 acres, Plat M 518, UPC 1-011-037-351-481, also known as Golden Eagle Place, Los Lunas, New Mexico 87031, zoned Rural Residential District 2, RR2, and I stand for any questions.
Do we have the petitioner present? Come forward, sign in, and state your name for the record. Are both of you going to be speaking or just one of you?
When I spoke with Jerry, she told me that we could both be present.
Chairman, Commissioners, we do have an authorization form for the son. The father speaks mostly Spanish and wanted his son here to make sure that he was interpreted properly.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. Both of you, please sign in.
Yep, I signed it earlier, so both signed it. Good evening. I'm gonna get started with reading the letter.
What's your name?
My name is Jose Sarrazola Castro, and then I have my father here, Jose Luis Sarrazola. We are respectfully requesting the rezoning of the property located at 1 Golden Eagle Place, Los Lunas, New Mexico, 87031, from an RR2, two-family residential, to R1, single-family residential. The purpose of this request is to enable me to split the property and provide each of my two children with a lot on which they can build their forever homes. Proposed use for the structure. The intended use for each lot is strictly residential. Each lot will be used to build a single-family home for each of my children. There will be no commercial activity, rental units, or other non-residential uses on the property. Reasons for the request. This request is being made so that I can provide, again, it's repeating, my children with the opportunity to build and own their own homes, ensuring they have a safe and stable place to live. This rezoning will allow our family to remain close and support each other while also making efficient use of the property. how the request meets sorry, I can't pronounce it right now, criteria listed in the application. The proposed use aligns with the county's vision for single-family residential neighborhoods. The change will not result in increased noise, odors, or traffic, as the property will only be used for 2 single-family homes. There will be no adverse health impacts or negative effects on the quality of life for neighboring residents. All construction will comply with current state and county building codes and regulations. The transition from R2 to R1 will not alter the character of the neighborhood, as the property will continue to be used for residential purposes only. Additional assurances. There will be no commercial use of this property. We are committed to meeting all requirements set forth by the county and state during the building process. We will ensure that all necessary permits are obtained and that all construction is performed according to the highest standards. Thank you very much.
What kind of homes are you gonna be, a stick-built home? Or mobile homes?
Stick, foundation will be concrete.
Yeah, a frame.
That is correct, yes. Not a mobile home.
Okay. And there's 2 of you?
There, that is correct, yes.
You and your brother or sister?
My sister.
Your sister.
She's
Mhm.
coming from North Dakota, so she's wanting to have a place to live in here in Los Lunas, next to our parents, close by to our parents, actually. We've always been family orientated and close with each other, so that helps a lot.
Can you bring the map up, please?
We're at North Dakota.
Williston, North Dakota.
Chairman, Commissioners, the property highlighted in blue is the proposed property.
Looks like there's 1 acre spots kind of around it in different places there.
Mhm.
If I could state, actually, the left to that, that's where my parents live, 8 Water Court. Right there.
So pretty close.
That is correct.
Anything built on the property right now?
No,
The open field?
it's open field right now, yes.
I see.
How long has your father owned the property?
I'm sorry?
How long has your father owned the property?
Until 2 years.
2 years?
2 years, that is correct.
Commissioners?
In the letter, it says they want to move it from RR to true family residential. Is RR2 doesn't mean 2 families could live on it. And
Chairman, Commissioners, no, RR2 is 2-acre residential, essentially. RR1 is 1 acre minimum for
so they
residential.
couldn't keep it and have 2 families live on it. I just wanna.
Yeah, there may have been misunderstanding in the wording on that, but no, it's each of those, if it's 1 parcel, everything in the county, if it's 1 parcel, it's a single family home is allowed. If they split this and create 2 parcels, each one would once again be allowed a single residence.
So your father's gonna be giving each of you an acre or thereabout?
Yeah, split it in half. I believe
Okay, so-
currently right now it's 2.2 acres.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you're separating it so that you can get an acre and your sister can get an acre.
That is correct, yes.
Correct. So each of those acres will be put in to the relative name of the one getting it, being
That is
gifted.
correct, yes.
Okay, that's why you don't want to keep it RR2 as one piece and keep it in your dad's name. He's basically gonna, once he splits it, he's going to gift that to you or sell it to you or however, correct?
Correct, that is correct.
Okay,
Yeah, they have to do that for the building loan,
right.
that thing, yeah.
What's
Septic, is this be septic systems and wells?
Well, definitely will be in place there. Septic as well.
As well?
Mhm.
A well for each property?
If if they separate it, they're gonna have to. Yeah, so,
Well, for the well, it'd be a shared well. The septic will definitely be two different ones.
it's, I don't think we really can judge them on that right
No.
now because,
No,
Chairman Commissioners, that's the responsibility
Yeah.
of the state engineer's office to
right,
handle that.
right. So that's,
okay. I don't have anything else.
nothing else? All right, if you want to take a seat right now and let us do our thing, and we'll call you back up here in a second.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody present wishing to step forward and speak in favor of the petitioner? Once again, right now is the opportunity if anybody would like to come forward and speak in favor of the petitioner. Hearing none, is there anybody present wishing to speak against the petition? Your opportunity, you can come forward. If you'd like to speak against this petition, please step forward. Okay, having no one do that, we didn't have any letters against this, correct? Or for?
Chairman Commissioners, no correspondence from the public on this request.
So, commissioners?
I think it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, I do too. I think they're going about it the right way.
Yeah, I do too.
And, for family and.
Mhm.
this is- So you want to call them back up or do you want to, this is on you.
Just let me move to accept, to approve.
Okay, so a motion has been made to approve.
Second.
Motion with the second. Is there any discussion on the motion with the second? Hearing none, call to vote.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote? Commissioner Moran, how do you vote? Commissioner Aguilar, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes,
Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes. Okay, Jose, if you want to step back forward and you can have your dad sit there. I'm just going to explain it to you and then. So you understand what happened. So you're approved. So
Appreciate it.
Chairman
you.
Commissioners, this is a recommendation for approval.
Yeah, it's a
We still go in front
recommendation.
of the board.
it will,
Just wanna make
it's
that
still going to go before the Board of County Commissioners. And so then, I'm sorry, you're right.
Thank you.
Do we get a letter from that after?
Yeah, they'll get you a letter. It'll probably, so it's gonna take 1 month. Our next meeting, we are going to make sure that our records are right and we've got to approve the minutes. And then once the minutes are approved, then all of this will be sent to the Board of County Commissioners. They will get the packet that you came to us. They will also get what happened during this meeting and then they will write you a letter saying, hey, your thing is up. So I would say give it 3 months, but you'll get a letter in the mail and then they'll say, hey, you got to come back down here and go before the Board of County Commissioners and then they'll take a vote on
Okay.
it. So,
Sounds
okey
good.
dokey.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Chairman Commissioners, can I offer my card in case you do have questions on the process on any of this? Feel free to call me. Thank you. Thank you, Chairman.
Moving right along, action item 7C, which will be a variance 2025-077, District 4, P and Z Commissioner Sublett, Board of County Commissioner Bazell.
Chairman Commissioners, before you this evening is the request for a variance number 2025-077, District 4, Planning and Zoning Commissioner Sublett, Board of County Commissioners Bazell. Eileen Harding requests a variance of 6 feet to the front yard setback requirement of 30 feet to construct a home addition with a setback of a total of 24 feet from the street. The legal description, Tract 81C, Section 28, Township 6 North, Range 2 East, 0.38 acres, map 89, also known as 2774 Highway 47, Los Lunas, New Mexico, 87031, UPC 1009032412238, followed by 6 zeros, currently zoned Rural Residential District 2, RR2, and I stand for any questions.
All right, do we have the petitioner? Please come forward, sign in and state your name for the record.
Adrian Miller.
Chairman Commissioners, we do have an agent authorization form for Adrian Miller to represent the applicant.
Thank you.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Well, thank you.
So I came straight from work. I had my letter on my phone, but my phone just died as I walked in. But I am requesting a variance for a setback on an addition that we're doing to the current home. We're wanting to build a metal structure, a 24 by 16. Currently, I believe the setback is at 24 feet, or the measurement's at 24 feet. I know there needs to be a 30-foot setback. The use for this structure is going to be to add additional living space for the family. Right now, there's a family of 5, and there's only 2 bedrooms, and one of the bedrooms is actually a makeshift bedroom out of a utility room. So they're trying to grow the home so it can accommodate the whole family, the growing family. So that's really all I have to say.
Okay, according to the letter that I have here, it's 25 foot by 16 foot. You said 24 by 16.
Sorry, yeah, it might be 25, sorry.
So it's 25?
25
Just to
by 16,
verify, 25
yeah.
foot. Can we bring that up on the? Is that the property that we're talking about, Adrian?
Yes, sir.
And where is this structure going to be going on to?
So right to the left of the home, you'll see a current concrete pad. Just to the left. So that concrete pad, we're making it to the foundation. We have engineered blueprints for the foundation. But the structure is going to be running 25 feet from, what would that be? South to north. And then the 16 feet would be running from east to west of that concrete pad. But it's going to be from the back of the concrete pad going north, the 25 feet, and then from the end of the concrete pad, it's going to extend out about 2 feet from the end of that concrete pad to meet the 16 feet in width.
So are you going to increase the size of the concrete pad?
The foundation, because it's a 24 by 16, I believe, is the dimension on the foundation. So the dimensions of the foundations is really where the extension is coming. We're not really extending the pad itself. It's just the perimeter of the foundation. Since it's 24 in width, 24 inches in width, that's going to be the 2 feet.
So you're digging up around the pre-existing pad in order to create a better foundation for it to stabilize the building that you're going to put on top of it, right?
Correct. And making cutouts on the east side and the south side of the concrete pad to put the foundation in as well. Appropriate size, if that makes sense.
So I noticed that there's a fence on the northern side of that building. And so
That's all property. That's all part of the property.
I understand that it's part of the property, but where that fence is, it looks like that's being used as a driveway or something.
Yeah, I know.
To get across from one road to another.
That one right there that's kind of the driveway, and then that area back there, they have a little play set up. It's just like a little play area currently. I know, I don't know what their planned usage of that part of the property is currently, but I know right now there's just a playground equipment.
And you're the contractor that's going to be doing this, correct?
Correct. I'm working along the contractor, so I actually work for the contractor in this. This is my mother's home, more or
Okay.
less.
So how big is the home right now, currently?
Current home,
Yes.
current structure, roughly probably about 1,100 square feet. I don't have the exact size or dimensions of the home.
I think there was something in there that said that.
Hmm?
There was something in the documents that said it's 11 something.
Yep. And you're going to be adding,
That 25 by 16 structure, which I believe is around 400 square feet.
right, so it's going to go up to 1,600 square feet.
Correct.
This extra structure, is it going to be a detached structure?
This could be attached.
It's going to be attached?
Yes, sir.
It has to be attached because that. So so what is the main road for this property?
The main road, Highway 47. And then you'll have Apodaca Loop, which is the
Going around
to
it?
the left. Correct.
Mhm. So the back door on this property is located where?
Back door is right there in the concrete pad where that concrete, so where the L is,
Yes.
it's gonna be the, right at the bottom of that L. That's where the back door is.
Okay, so then you're gonna be building over the back door. I'm not saying that you're closing it off. I'm saying that you're gonna be building over it, the back door. So then you're gonna be adding a back door to the actual structure.
To the new structure, correct.
And what are those buildings that are south of that building?
I believe those are all neighboring properties. That one right there is the fifth wheel that was there, but that's been taken out about 2 months ago. But that's no longer there, and then that one's the shed, and a storage shed.
So did you get a variance on that shed being put there?
That shed was there whenever they got, no, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I didn't put that shed on there, so I'm not
How long
sure.
have they been on that property? Or owned it,
It's
or
2021, probably,
4 years?
4 years.
And this is your mother's property, correct?
Yes, sir.
So how old are you?
I'm 25.
And there's 5 people currently living in that house.
The people that currently live there are my sister, her husband, and my nephew, and then my 2 nieces.
And say that again, your mother, your sister,
My mother owns it, and then my sister, her husband, her son, and my 2 nieces live in the home.
so then your mom doesn't live there.
My mom, no, she doesn't. She lives down the road from Marquez Lane, which is like a block over from this house.
But your mom owns it.
She owns it, correct?
Commissioners?
So I'm a little bit confused, and maybe I'm the only one, but the address is actually Highway 47, correct?
2774
Okay,
High.
so the front of the property is actually facing the highway, correct?
The front door, correct. The front door, which would be on this right side,
And
of
the
properties,
construction is actually behind the house.
technically in the backyard, correct?
Thank you.
I have a question.
Please.
The departmental reviews, I see that at the treasurer's office, says the property taxes are delinquent for this year.
It got paid up on, Mr. Baca?
Yes, Chairman, Commissioners, I did confirm before the meeting started that they did pay the taxes in full. So
Okay.
I do have a receipt that I'll add to the packet as well. So they did pay the full amount on the last week on September the 16th.
Good. According to your pictures, you've already dug the footings, you've set the rebar, you've done underground plumbing and whatever, and you're on hold right now because
We
you're
needed a variance, correct?
waiting for the variance.
Correct.
So Chairman, Commissioners, a little background on this one. So they did apply for a foundation permit. At that point, we did deny that permit based on the setbacks not being met, and that's what's bringing us here today is to get that clarified. And then if approved today, they will reapply for that foundation permit, followed then by the actual structural permit, depending on what the outcome of this meeting is today.
So are we just here to approve a variance to build or to reinforce the slab, or are we going full force on the entire build?
So today's request is to build a structure at 24 feet from the road. So today, what initially started this process was with the foundation. We asked what the building eventually was going to be, the proposed structure, and then that's what led to further discussions. And that's where it was determined that this setback needs to be 30 feet for an addition to the home.
Right.
And so it was originally, their construction permit was for just foundation strictly. What they're asking for today is a variance to allow them to build the structure at that distance. So we won't be able to approve a foundation or a structural construction permit unless this variance is approved. So the outcome of today's request will determine if we go forward with any of those permits.
So they still have 24 feet. It's a 6-foot variance, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Chairman,
6 foot.
Chairman Commissioner, that's
They
correct.
still have 24 feet.
And the setback is from a road, not from front, backside. It is 30 feet for a residence from a road or street.
Right. Hmm. And that's from Apodaca Loop. Because going north, they got plenty of, it's setback. It's just from the Apodaca Loop.
Chairman Commissioners, that is correct.
It'd be 24 feet from the road, which is supposed to be 30 feet. Well, yet there's no way they've got 30 feet away from 47, right?
Mm-mm.
There's just no way.
Mm-mm. So the slab's already there though.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah,
They want to utilize the slab.
yeah, but they got to reinforce it before they can do that. Commissioners, anything? All right, Adrian, if you want to have a seat, do you have anything else for us?
Yes, sir.
Have a seat and we'll get back to you in a second, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. If there's anybody present wishing to speak in favor of this petition, now's the time. Anybody wishes to come forward and speak in favor of this petition? Hearing none, is there anybody present wishing to speak against this petition? Hearing none, now is the time that if you are against it, you can come forward and speak. Okay, hearing none. Commissioners, I know this is my district and I'm very, business friendly, family friendly and stuff like that. It doesn't matter who's living there. There's a family living there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very familiar with Highway 47 and I'm familiar with Apodaca Loop. And I don't see too much of a problem with this. I think a 6-foot variance on a 30-foot out of 30 foot is not asking a lot. And that's on the slow side of the road, the slow road. So I think that that's, for family, So I'm a big proponent with family. So
You're just easy.
no, I'm not. So I'm going to make a motion to approve.
Second?
So motion with a second. Any discussion on the motion in a second?
No.
Hearing none, call the vote.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote? Commissioner Moran, how do you vote? Commissioner Aguilar, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes. All right. Adrian, you want to step back up here and? So you're good to go. We approved you. So
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
make sure that you build it right. And I hope that your sister and husband and little nephews and nieces and all that stuff have a good life. And
Thank you, guys.
all right, then.
And speaking of family, super quick, if you don't mind, are you related to, is your son Chris Chavez by chance?
Chavez.
Yeah. Are you being safe? Yeah. See, do you remember me? I went to school with him, Adrian. Played football with him. Yeah, I know he's in Chicago, right? Chicago? Is he in
Okay,
Chicago?
let's call for a revote on this. Let's get a revote going on here. All right. Thank you, Adrian. Have a wonderful day.
Chairman, Commissioners, just for Adrian's information, there is an appeal period of 15 days, so this won't be official until after that 15-day appeal period. And feel free to come and speak with us and we'll move forward with the construction permits from there.
Okay, moving on to action item number 8. The next meeting of the Valencia County Planning and Zoning Commission will be Tuesday, October 28th, 2025 at 5 p.m. Remember that that's going to be at the fire department
Fire
meeting
admin
room right across over there. So everybody be there. And action item number 9 is adjournment. Motion with a second. Any discussion on the motion in a second? Hearing none, call the vote.
Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Moran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Aguilar, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Freeman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chairman Sublett, how do you vote?
Yes, this meeting is adjourned.
It's